me about how their house look, because he lived with his mother.
What? Wait a minute. So she's dealing with a nigga that ain't got shit, ain't got his own house to live in, ain't giving her no money. She got a bus ticket for herself, let Greyhound drive her up there, let that Greyhound dog ride her up there, and then let him climb up in her ass like a damn Greyhound dog, calm all in her, relieve his backed up calm, get back on the Greyhound, and come back home to you and tell you about it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
It happens all the time. I'm like, so what I wasn't understanding was, okay, if he's doing you like that, why don't you just leave him alone? Like, you can find you a dude down here.
And what would she say?
Well, I mean, I just need a friend. That's why I'm holding on to him.
So you need a friend and to draw calm out of his ass? That's your friend?
Obviously, because I was like, I don't understand, but you sitting up here telling me, don't get with no, broke down, no good nigga, but, okay, here you is dealing with one.
And is this the same boyfriend you told me about? You said when he came to visit y'all or something, she got mad at you because of something you said, or you said something about him you didn't like, and she actually wanted to attack you about this man or something. He was laughing, said he was listening to her get on you?
No, I think that's what I was telling you about my father, but he used to live down here in Ohio. And because he's originally from New York, but he lived there in Ohio. He used to come over there all the time. And so one time he was outside listening. He had to be out there listening because he was right by the door when she went to the door. She was in there yelling at me and my brother, you going to respect him. You're not going to disrespect him. If he cooks something, because we about to have a barbecue out here, if he cooks something, y'all going to eat his food. Y'all not going to make him feel
Wait a minute, this your junkie daddy?
Huh?
This your junkie daddy? You talking about that's in and out and don't give y'all shit?
No, this is her boyfriend that she was telling us.
That's what I'm saying. Which boyfriend is this? Is this the boyfriend that she called
Greyhound? No, that's the one that I've been telling you about.
The one that called the Greyhound.
Up.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that it was a boyfriend, it wasn't a daddy, and that you didn't like him. You said you could tell.
No, I didn't like him because I knew he wasn't no good.
But then you said she asked you something about him, and she didn't like your response to him.
Let me think.
You said y'all had a discussion about him. She asked you, what did you think about him? Something I remember you were telling me, and she didn't like that you didn't like him like what you said, or that you really weren't engaging him like you really liked this guy.
I basically told her, I said, because I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat the way that I feel. So I said, okay, I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't like him. I know he's no good for you. You need to leave him alone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and respect somebody that doesn't respect you. And obviously you don't respect yourself. You sitting up here with a no good nigga.
How old do you say your mom is?
She's 45.
What? So she older than me.
Mhm.
Okay, so when you told her you didn't like him, so you said this man cooking these ribs and shit, and she said you gonna like the ribs, you gonna eat the barbecue.
Right, y'all gonna eat it, because I think we got home from school or something, and she came out, no, she told us in the car. She said, well, he out here cooking ribs, so y'all gonna sit here, y'all gonna eat his ribs, y'all not gonna make him feel like that he's an outcast and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna eat his food. I don't like him. Like, he could have put something down in food. I'm like, so you can't trust him.
So when you saying that, he's outside listening.
No.
You say he's on the porch or something. I remember you saying.
No, he was on the porch. See, this is when she hit my head up against the wall. We was inside the room, and he had came over, and he was outside listening on the porch because she was yelling at us, and you could hear it through the window.
Right.
And so she walked up on me because she was getting on me because she thought that I was pursuing my brother or persuading my brother to not like him. And I'm like, my brother got his own mind. You know what I'm saying? So she come up on me, and all of a sudden I feel my head go against the wall. She pushed my head back against the wall. And so I start crying. She's like, shut up, I don't want to hear it. Get out of this room. You going to respect him and all this stuff. And I'm sitting there like, I just felt humiliated and just degraded because I'm like, I didn't even do nothing. Okay, I can't help the fact that I don't like this man because I know he's no good. But you going to tell me to respect this man and he don't even respect you?
So you said at this point you realized he was outside listening to this.
Mhm.
When did you realize, how did you know he was listening and that he was laughing?
Well, after she yelled at us and everything, told us to get out the room, I kind of stayed back. Like in the kitchen because there's a little freezer right there, and it was the refrigerator. So I kind of peered over the refrigerator, and I seen he was laughing and came through the door because he was right there when she opened the door. And so they went on into the room and closed the door and did whatever they was going to do.
So did you eat the barbecue?
No.
What did you eat, or did she allow you to eat something else since you didn't want it?
I ain't eat nothing. I went upstairs in my room. I said, I ain't coming down there.
So she blamed you because your brother did not like this man either. And your brother standing there watching you. You take all the ass beating.
Mhm.
And your brother just stands there. She don't touch him.
No.
But you said she worships and praises the boys.
Yeah, because, I mean, I was sitting here, she's saying, well, you know, when we talked about it, you know, the whole thing with the police and things like that. So after we sitting there, we talking about it, she's sitting there making me feel like, you need to go to counseling, you need to get a therapist, something, because, once again, I'm sitting in a household where my mother think I'm crazy. And so I'm having to deal with that because it was killing me on the inside. It was like she think I'm crazy, and she even came out her mouth and said it. So she said she giving me this look like, well, you know, like how a person give you look like, well, ain't nothing wrong with me, but it's definitely something wrong with you.
And you believe her? I'm just saying that
I told her that at that time, because I've been believing it all them years, because, I mean, I was like, I don't get no praise. Only time I get praise is, yeah, well, she got an F on her report card, yeah, she got a D in math and all this. That's the only time I get praise.
But you said she was telling you wasn't going to never be shit, but your brother was.
Exactly. Yeah, well, he graduated with first honors, and, yeah, he going on this trip because he did really well in school. I'm like, but when I came to you about the trip, you couldn't even come up with the money for me to go. But he get to go on the trip, you came up with the money for him to go, but I ain't get to go.
I'm saying, what other things she would call you, what, stupid, or say you weren't going to
dumbass, whole bunch of dumbasses, you stupid, all types of motherfuckers, and, I mean, just...
But then when it's the boys, you said she praised them, did she buy them things? Like, did she help them go to the trip? Did she buy them clothes and always brag on them in front of you and to the family? First of all, did the family know that this was going on?
No, they didn't know.
But I remember what you told me?
Yeah, she was on the phone.
But you said in your family there was one of your cousins, her mother stabbed in the head with a knife or a fork, and you said that your mother gets with the family members and say, yeah, I had to beat their ass, I had to show them, you know, remember?
Yeah, my cousin, see, because I have an aunt, she goes around, she came out of her business, she go around telling everybody business, and so she's more closer to my cousin that got stabbed, and her mother stabbed her in the head with some scissors and beat her up. And so her mother got locked up because my cousin went to the police. Well, actually, no, my aunt went to the police, called the police on her.
And how old was your cousin this happened?
She's 16.
So it happened, this year or last year?
This year.
Yeah, because I remember we were talking earlier, you said it just happened and the police took her but then gave her back. The girl is back with her mother. She has nowhere to go. So you don't remember that? When you saying that some people in your family do know, your mother brags about beating you up. And other people, they know about this.
Yeah, she tells my aunt, which she told me that I should have went to instead of going to the police. And I said, okay, but the way that you make it seem like I shouldn't go out and, that I shouldn't go out and talk to my family because she's always been, I don't want nobody in my business. If you tell anybody in my business,